Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through today. Despite there being no water, I see we're all faithfully here. And 2 days down, they tell us the water will be on at 1 o'clock. I don't know. I've seen the pictures. It looks like a war zone where they're working at the moment. Absolutely crazy. But thank you for coming through nonetheless. We're going to spend the next 45 minutes talking about DuePoint. That's where you're sitting today. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia was first founded in 1952, so it is nearly 65 years old. So you're not dealing today with some kind of startup. While DuePoint as a division of Constantia is relatively new, the company itself has been part of the financial services space for the last 6.5 decades. We're also listed on the JSE. You can find us under Conduit Capital there. If you want to do some more research about us. And of course, you can find all of our licenses and associations outside next to the front door and of course online. We are an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number down there. Go look us up on the FSP's website. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be comfortable with two things about DuePoint. One, that we are a homegrown South African company. You will find us right here in this office 7 days a week. We're not from overseas. You know exactly where to find us when you find us. And when you want to come and be with us and work with us at DuePoint, well, you get to work with us, the team here. And again, you will always find the team here in these offices. You know where to find us. You know where to call us. I want you to have that sense of comfort because of the kinds of things we see in South Africa every day. There always seems to be something new on the horizon, and those new things seem to come and go and come and go. That's not where you're sitting this morning. That's not what you're dealing with here this morning. To get to know us, there's me, Brendan Benfield, on the end there. I'm the senior executive here. I'm a chartered accountant, as is Tim and Stacey. I've been in the industry for nearly 20 years in the financial services space. Tim's been in the banking industry for nearly 20 years, and Stacey's our auditing specialist. She's told me I'm not allowed to say how many years she's been in the industry for. Then we've got Jane over here. She's our direct selling expert. Actually comes from overseas, brings some fantastic international experience to the team. And then we've got Rob. Rob comes out of the design and marketing industry where he ran his own digital design company for nearly 20 years that focused on financial services. So we've got all the requisite skills for being here, but for me, again, the most important aspect of both DuePoint and its team is that we are here. You are going to be working with us through DuePoint. You need to be able to trust us. You need to know where we are all the time, not having to Skype someone in a prison in Russia and all of these things that we hear about every day. You actually know where we are. Folks, what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we have two objectives. Primary objective, the reason for the existence of DuePoint is our desire to put into the hands of South Africans a tool that they can use to develop and control their own reliable, recurring, and stable income. That is what we do here. I'm going to give you a pop quiz at the end where I'm going to ask you what we do then. By then, you will tell me we're selling investment products and this. That's not what we do. The reason DuePoint exists is to put income into the hands of South Africans. We've designed it in a way that we hope will put control back into your hands. Right now, you don't have control over your income. If you're a full-time employee, you know that somebody else is telling you what you're going to earn, how much you're going to earn, what increase you're going to get at the end of this year. I'll break the news to you. It's probably going to be nothing. What bonuses you're going to get. It's been a horrible year for most companies. This is not a position we want you to be in. Someone else tells you the whole time what you're going to be earning. And then you're in an economy right now where you have no control either. We are literally spectators, are we not? Do we not get to spectate every day what is occurring in our economy and the global economy? We've got to watch what's happened in Zimbabwe over the last week. We get to watch what's happening in our own country as the people, the leaders, those in influence, whether they're in politics or in the economy, bend and manipulate the economy without us having any say. Were we able to influence anything that happened in Zimbabwe this week? No, nothing? Is there anything we can do to control what's happening in our economy right now as individuals? No. No, there is none. We are in a position of absolute zero control, and it creates a hole in our personal finance. In our personal economic position, there is a hole. The hole is between what we earn and what we have to spend. Prices are rising, but our income is not keeping up. This we know. And we fill this hole. Every one of us, no matter what position we're in, no matter what we do in this economy, every one of us has been forced to fill that hole with debt. You know it. I don't have to give you a lecture on debt. You're experts at it. You could probably teach me things about debt. How do we leverage our 4,000 or 5,000 rand a month into 200,000 rand? worth of debt. We know this. The average debt of the average South African is 289,000 Rand. The average income of the average South African is 4,500 Rand a month. That means we are experts at leveraging our income. It is, of course, an absolute poison. It ultimately destroys us. It becomes the thing we hand over to our children at the end of the day. We don't hand assets over to our children. You guys get any assets from your parents? Houses, cars, money? No? Me neither. It's all right. What happens, folks, is that we hand to them debt, and they end up having to pay for food they didn't eat, and clothes they didn't wear, and cars they never drove, and etc., etc. Whenever there's a crisis in our financial position, someone dies, or we have a car accident, or there's a medical emergency, where do we get the money to solve that problem with? We end up going and getting more debt. Now, our hope is that if we have created a tool that you can control, and it doesn't create income that's here today, gone tomorrow, but income that is recurring and reliable and stable, you can start moving yourself out of this debt position. You can start bridging that hole in your personal finance with something that you control rather than something that somebody else controls. That's our primary objective here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is we are wanting to create a modern 21st century financial services company, one that plugs our customers directly into the heart of our business, and one that allows us to communicate with you on a constant basis, educate you, be influential in your lives so that we work together in this process of changing our personal economics. Those two objectives put together creates for us what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system, ladies and gentlemen, is a very simple system. It allows you as an individual to contract with us as what we call wealth engineers. As wealth engineers, you have one task. That one task is to connect individuals to us. It's not selling, it's not advertising, and it's not advising. It is simply connection. By connecting individuals to us, you create market penetration for us. Market penetration leads to new channels of distribution for us as DuePoint. And we come along and we sell our products. We as DuePoint sell our products into these channels. And when we do that, we create revenue, and that revenue results in your recurring extra income. Now, nobody's ever going to ask you to quit your job here at DuePoint. That would be ridiculous in the current economic environment. No, this is the add-on to your life. You're going to add this to your income. It is the extra income that we create for you, the bridge between your income and your expenditure, not the replacement. Now, ultimately, it could become the replacement, but in the beginning, our objective is to bridge. Now, how do we create recurring income? Well, we don't peddle goods here. You're not selling things. You're not filling your boots with stuff that you have to sell to your friends. Because every month that you have to do that, some months they're buying, some months they're not. That is not reliable and controllable income. In the DuePoint system, we work on financial services and lifestyle products. They run on automated debit order systems, and you can have the products your whole life, which means that every month, those debit orders are going to raise no matter your circumstances. Whether you're lying in hospital or on a beach somewhere, doesn't matter. The debit orders will raise, and when they raise and are paid, your income comes in reliably and controllably. This is what we have done here. It is the cornerstone of our system. The second layer we put in the system is the ability for you to leverage others in building your own success. People often say to us, in fact, it's our number one objection to becoming a wealth engineer, I don't have time for this. Folks, nobody has time for this. Nobody has time for anything. We're all overworked and underpaid, are we not? This we know. And yet every week we're quite happy to go and spend more of our time back at our employment. But here we say, yes, we know you don't have time. That is very much the problem we're solving with the DuePoint system. You will have to convert some of your recreation time right now into a DuePoint system process, which will ultimately result in more time being released to you. Why? Because you're able to leverage others. Instead of being like in your employment where you're just by yourself, now you're able to create teams that can work 24 hours a day for you. There's always somebody awake out there building success and bigger and deeper channels for you at DuePoint. This is the freedom and the leverage that we're hoping to create for everyone who joins us here. Now, folks, this is not an employment opportunity. You are completely independent of us. We simply put a tool in your hands and you decide, you do, what you're going to do with this tool. We have no influence on what you do with it after that. There is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. There is no cost involved in being a wealth engineer. We spent a lot of time designing a system where we eliminate financial loss as best we can. Firstly, there are no startup costs, no starter kits, no starter manuals. Secondly, there's no monthly fees, business fees, admin fees, sales fees, no fees. And there's no application form fees. There's no premium even on your product here at DuePoint. By being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer in our system. It also doesn't require any qualification or experience. Because you're not advising, not brokering, you're not a representative, you're not an agent, you're not presenting or selling in our system. Because of all of that, everyone can get involved in the DuePoint system. You get to build an asset through us. Like I said, we don't hand assets over to our children. Well, one of our objectives at DuePoint was to create generational legacy. We want you to be able to create channels that create recurring income. And that recurring income then can be priced, which means you now have something that can be sold. You also have something that will be automatically handed over to your children when you pass away one day. And they will earn on the income that you created during your life. They can choose to take that asset and grow it even further if they want to. This is the freedom and this is the power that you have in the DuePoint system. Folks, it is a system of complete convenience for you. We sat down and we said, what are all the things we hate about direct selling and network marketing? What are all the things that we're embarrassed about? And we eliminated all of them. The very first one is you play no part in the sales transaction here at DuePoint. None at all. You do not sell any of our products. Remember the pop quiz? By the time I'm finished, you will have forgotten. What is your objective? Your objective is to create income. So when we talk to people at DuePoint, we talk about the opportunity to create income because that is what we're doing here. DuePoint does the sales transaction and leg for you. You also don't have to present. No more having to find a venue and learn how to present and learn all the products and none of that. There's only two people that present here, and that's Rob and I. We're the only two people that present out of here, and we use our technology to make sure we're in your pocket every single hour of the day, ready to present for you. You are left with the one task, the simple task of connecting individuals to DuePoint. So how do you do that? Well, there's 4 ways to connect people to DuePoint. The first way is you can buy one of our USB sticks at our information counter afterwards, 170 Rand, and you've got our presentation in your pocket any time of the day. You can plug us into a computer, a smart TV, and we'll do the presentation for you off the USB stick. The second way, if you live in Gauteng and can get to our presentations Monday through Saturdays, we present out of this room. Bring your people here, fill the room. You'll see you come here on a Thursday night, you can barely get a seat. It's great. Wednesday lunchtime, not so much. But nonetheless, you've always got space to put people in, and we'll do the presentation for you. Then, the third way, your number one way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our YouTube DuePoint channel. You go to YouTube, you search DuePoint channel, up it pops, and on there you will find every presentation we've ever made. There must be about 600 of them now on there. You can go and dig through, find your favorite ones, the ones with the best jokes, the best stories, maybe the shortest, maybe the longest, whatever you prefer. You will go and you can find them there, and it means that 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country, all you have to do is click play. That's all you have to do is click play, and you have connected individuals to DuePoint. No convincing, no talking about how our products are better than other people's products. And just listen, click. That's all you have to do. One of our wealth engineers says he loves this business so much because all he needs to teach his people to do is to press the play button. That's what you've got with us at DuePoint. 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country. Then the fourth way of connecting people to us here at DuePoint is through our live streams. Every day, we live broadcast all of our presentations across the country. If you're at work, at home, church, coffee shop, wherever you may be, as long as you've got a screen and an internet connection, we are live in the room with you. So you've got all these ways of connecting people to DuePoint. As you connect people to DuePoint, some of them are going to catch the vision and are going to want to become wealth engineers. When they do, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk will go out and they'll do the same thing. They will connect individuals to us and some of them will become wealth engineers and again we'll allocate them to you. This snowball effect continues to happen. The more people you connect to DuePoint, the more people they connect to DuePoint, very suddenly you have people around the country talking about DuePoint and connecting them to us. We then, as DuePoint, come along and we facilitate the purchase of our products into this channel of distribution you have created for us, and your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I know that comes as a disappointment to many of you. I didn't think it would, but we've discovered over time that that's what people are looking for. Folks, there is no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. Some guy somewhere else is going to take all your money and get rich. You're going to get poorer. That's how get-rich-quick schemes work. Everyone gets poor except for one guy. This is a genuine income earning opportunity. We have 8 regulators that look after us. We've been reviewed by all of them. We have the FSB that sits on our audit committee and board. Folks, we didn't slip a scam, a scheme, a shape past them. We worked very hard in creating a part of the economic solution in South Africa in the development of our DuePoint system. But this is an unfortunate thing, perhaps, because everything that is genuine in life, you know, comes at a price. What is the price? Well, we've tried to eliminate financial price, but it means you're going to pay with your time. That's what you pay to succeed at DuePoint. Time, energy, thought, perseverance, and persistency. That is the price you pay in becoming successful with the DuePoint system. But because it's genuine, it is a lifetime. It's controllable. It's stable. And for all of you who do put the time and effort in, and we had a guy up here a couple of weeks ago who's actually a specialist in this industry and in law, and he said 80-20. 80% of people, no matter what we say to them or what we do, are just not going to do this business. Not because we did anything for them. And he says, why? He's not sure. But there's 20% in the room that will. And they will change everything about their future because they're willing to put the time and the effort in. So there's about 12 seats in each row here. 3 of each of you in this row will succeed. You just have to take a vote afterwards to pick which one of the 3 of you it's going to be. That's all I can do for you. And those of you watching live, you'll have to do the same thing. Count up the people around you. 20% are going to succeed. No, we're not going to stop any of you. Everyone has equal opportunity. You will make the decision whether you want to succeed. And for those of you who do, for those of you who put the time, energy, and most importantly, the persistence and perseverance in, we reward you in 2 ways. Firstly, through our returns program, where we pay you R27.50 for every product that's paid in your channel multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to a few of your friends. Some of them become wealth engineers. We allocate them to you. They make their product payment. You get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product every month. We don't pay you for people. We pay you for products. Okay? 55 Rand for every product paid every month. Now, each of these individuals can take more than one product. They don't have to just take one product. If they take 2 products, you get R27.50 times 2 times 200%. 55 Rand times 2, 110 Rand. If they take 3 products, you get 165 Rand per person because they've got more than one product. We're paying you per product. You see, now these few folk, they go out and they chat to a few of their friends, connect some of them. They make their product payments. Again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand again. You've been with us here for a few minutes in this particular example. You've put a handful of people in this particular example, and you're earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. Yes, this hasn't changed your life, but what the system does is it lets you feel the movement in your personal economic position almost immediately. Now you put some time and some effort in, some perseverance, and your channel grows. You will continue to earn, but on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. But there is no limit to how much you can earn in the DuePoint system. None at all. From the 8th point on, as long as you qualify to earn, you will earn 4% of every product payment in your channel. Now, if you want to understand how to qualify to earn on each point in your channel, go watch our 6-minute YouTube video clip on how to do it. 6 minutes. That's how long it takes me to explain the entire system to you. Once you understand that, you will know that your potential is unlimited in the DuePoint system. Now, this, of course, gives us that generational legacy. Whatever you build, you're going to hand over to your children. They can take it and build it beyond that in their lifetime, expand their income even further with the DuePoint system. But practically speaking, how much can you earn in the DuePoint system? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. Every one of you is going to build in a different way and at a different rate. Remember, 80% of you are going to do nothing. That means you're going to earn nothing in the DuePoint system. But 20% of you are going to get out there and are going to build at different speeds. So we took 20 years of data. We looked at how people build in this business over the last 2 decades. We did a whole lot of maths on it. We came up with what we think is a conservative growth rate for the average wealth engineer. We call it the 3+2 growth rate formula. You can grow at any rate you like. This is just an example that we use to create what we think are reasonable milestones for you to aim towards. In the 3+2 growth rate formula, we say, in your first month with us, you personally have to put 3 people in your channel. And then thereafter, every month thereafter, every month, including November now when you're tired, and Christmas when you're on holiday, and your birthday month, and all of the months, you've got to put 2 people in every month. That's 1 every 2 weeks. This is not a big ask. 1 person every 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure you can all do that. Where you do that, 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and you work with your teams to do the same thing, and we apply lapses and cancellation rates, etc., etc. We believe that it is quite reasonable for you to expect to be earning around 2,500 Rand a month after 6 months with us. That's 30,000 Rand a year extra income you've just added to your household. Now, if you could push through to a year with us, we reckon you'll be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand. That's 120,000 Rand a year that you've added to your household with 1 year's worth of effort with us. This is in addition, remember, to your salary because you haven't quit your job. This is the bridge that we're building here at DuePoint. Now the question is, how many of you can persevere? Every now and then I ask the question, have you ever taken up a new hobby and stuck to it for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years? So now I ask people, they go, yes, I did. Then I go, okay, well, what? Your job and your kid don't count. You had to, you had to do those 2 for that. What else other than your job and your kids have you committed to and gone, I'm going to do this and stuck to it? So like say, going to the gym. You on the 1st of January, you're like, this year I'm going to the gym. And then you smashed it for 2 years. You never missed a session. Well, this year I'm going to learn to play a new instrument. And you sat down and you spent 2 years learning to play the instrument. Very few people, I would say a few thousandths of a % actually commit to that. Most of us are very bad at self-discipline. It's a cultural thing in South Africa. We have no self-discipline. So now I'm going to show you all these numbers. You're going to get all excited about these numbers. But here's the reality. If you commit to the DuePoint task, today you're starting a whole new hobby. One that you'll have to commit to, but one that will change everything about your future. Everything about your future. If you can commit to a year and survive it, you've increased. This time next year, you're earning an extra 10 grand a month. What does Christmas look like next year? If you're earning an extra 10 grand every month reliably and controllably. 2 years with us, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be earning about 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. That's 360,000 Rand a year in 2 years worth of labor, 2019, November 2019. You can do 3 years with us. We reckon you'll be earning around about 45 to 50,000 Rand a month, 600,000 Rand a year. 4 years with us, we reckon it'll be about 60 to 65,000 Rand a month, 720,000 Rand a year. And then if you can do 5 years with us, you will now be considered a high net worth individual by SARS. That's one of the side effects, unfortunately, that we make. You'll be earning 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's what we think you can reasonably expect to be earning. That's R1 million a year. As I said, SARS will be a close friend of yours now. You know who SARS is, eh? The tax man. Yeah. Anyway, R1 million a year. We believe you can do that after 5 years. The question is, can you commit to 5 years? Can you commit to 5 years with us? The new hobby. I'm going to the gym and I'm going to smash it for 5 years. That's what you're doing today. When you decide, I want a different kind of economic future for myself. Right now, as you sit in your chairs, what does your economic future look like? What are your careers doing for you? In the last 5 years, have you gone straight to CEO? Are you earning the R1 million a month? No. I know that most of you have worked 20, 25, some 40 years. And are not anywhere near even year 2. Are you going to pay a price for the success? You betcha. You're going to put time and effort in. People are very disappointing creatures. They're going to let you down repeatedly in the process of building these channels of distributions with DuePoint. Who has the thickest skin? Who can survive? Because those that do have an economic future that looks like this 5 years in. What does this calculation look like 10 years in? Or 20 years in? What does it look like? But I'm telling you, most of you are going to quit in the next 90 days. You're going to quit. I don't know why. I don't know why you're going to quit in the next 90 days, but you are. You're going to come up. We had a guy. I'll show you him now. Let me flick across to him now. There he is over there. Nick van Tonda. He said to us when he stood on the stage 2 weeks ago that he came home from his wife after the first week and said, I can't do this. I can't. I've spoken to everyone, and they've all said no. Everyone? In a week? That just seemed... So his wife said to him, okay, come sit down. Let's draw up all the people you've spoken to. He came up with a list of 13 people. There are 51 million people in South Africa. 13 is not everyone. It's not everyone. You do need to work in the system. And he has continued to do that. Him and his wife have full-time jobs. They don't have time for this. They've got a family they're raising. They don't have time. But they've chipped away over the course of a year, and they're now earning 4,000 Rand extra a month. It's just pocket money. An extra 4,000 Rand a month. 48,000 Rand a year. That's what it is that they're sitting on every year now. And they've been chipping away and chipping away. Then we've got Jack DeLamo. Witbank. 20th of January he joined us. He's been here for 10 months. And in 10 months he's built a channel with 8,000 Rand a month. Remember I said it would take a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. He's on track. He's on track. Then we've got Don Landon, Port Elizabeth. Did nothing for the first 6 months. Nothing. Started building his channel in June. And in the next 6 months, from June till now, he's built a channel worth 11,000 Rand a month. Now I said it would take a year to get to that. I said next year, November, you can expect to be on this. He's there already, and it's November this year. Then we've got Motla Letsana. Oh, I'm getting better and better at that. Motla Letsana. Okay. She joined us on the 17th of April. 17th of April. 6 months later, 11,548 Rand a month. This tool is in your hands. Forget about my mathematical calculation. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll find people that are tearing my maths to pieces. Some of them are earning 700 bucks a month, some 3,000 or 4,000 Rand a month, some 10,000 Rand a month, some 60,000 Rand a month, some 100,000 Rand a month. They're all there. You can go and see them. These are just the people we've put on stage. We have over 1,000 people earning at DuePoint already, and we're only 22 months old as a division. Folks, the tool is yours, and what you do with it is up to you, not up to us. That's the first way you earn with the DuePoint system. The second way you earn with the DuePoint system is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is our training program. It teaches you from beginner to expert through a series of steps and programs how to succeed in this business. As you complete the steps, we give you bonus XP points. XP points are a measure of your experience. They're not worth rands and cents. They're just a measure of your experience. How experienced are you as being a wealth engineer here at DuePoint? Right now, we've got a special program running, which says that if you can bring an individual to our head office here, a guest here, between Mondays and Fridays from now until the 15th of December, you get a bonus 1,000 XP per guest that you bring. We know it's challenging to bring people, so we're going to give you 1,000 XP, 1,000 experience points for every individual you bring to the head office between now and the 15th. Guys around the country, this is your opportunity. I've said it before. Fill a bus with people and bring them up here. You could walk away with 50, 60, 70,000 XP in one presentation. Come up, and you know that if you've come from out of Gauteng and you come here, you get an extra 2,000 XP for the effort of coming up. That's one of the programs we do. Now, we've got a whole series of these programs and tests that we do. As you complete these steps and earn the XP, naturally your channel will grow through the training process. Where you meet the experience and the channel size criteria in our program, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you, in addition to the returns I was just talking about. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash. As you get a little bit more experience, a little bit more serious, well, so does the cash get a little bit more serious. And then we start to give you tools. Tools we know are going to help you grow this business. At rank 5, we give you a lightning memory stick. It's imported from the US. It's filled with all of our presentations, testimonies, downloads, tools. It allows you to connect with individuals anytime, anywhere. At rank 7, we give you a set of imported business cards, 12,500 rands worth. Gold gilded, gold printed, imported, custom made for you. When you give people these cards, they instantly want to connect with you and DuePoint. They have an incredible, powerful effect. See a set of them in our glass cabinet over there if you want to see what a 12,500 Rand set of business cards looks like. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size, every year that you do, we take you and your family away on a 5-star, all expenses paid, business class flights holiday for a week. You and your family, every year that you maintain your channel size with us. Now, the wonderful thing about DuePoint is that everyone will go rank 9. Everyone, of course, who perseveres. Everyone who puts the time in. Because this is not a you have to requalify every year exercise. At DuePoint, you have an accumulating business. Everything you do now between now and the 1st of January is what you start on in January next year. You build from there. Whatever you've built next year is what you start on in the next January the next year, and so on and so on. It means for all of you who persevere and persist, you will go rank 9. It's one of the 2 guarantees we can give at DuePoint. You persevere and persist, you will go rank 9. And the second guarantee is that if you do nothing, you will never go rank 9. Those are the 2 guarantees we can give you. Everyone who perseveres, no matter how long it takes, will ultimately join us on these holidays. Now, we're going this December already with our rank 9s. We're going. It's unlikely you'll join us, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. You've got about 40 days left before we leave. We're leaving on the 27th of December. Our record to rank 9 so far is 5 months. So that's why I'm thinking it's unlikely you'll make it. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong. Come and join us on this trip. If you don't, though, don't throw the tool in the bin and go, I didn't make rank 9 and I'm quit. No. Whatever you build between now and the end of this year is your foundation for your start into January next year. And you're welcome to join us next year and the year after and the year after. Now, because I know you're not coming with us this year, we thought we'd better show you where we're going. I don't want to leave you out completely. This is actual footage of the hotel the rank 9s will be coming with us on in December this year.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand on at the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
All right, looks like it should be okay, that trip. It doesn't look like a caravan park. Should be all right. We got 2 planes of business class, guys, coming with us this year. Are you going to join us? That's your decision. And it's one that you're going to have to make every morning for more than the first 3 months. You're going to have to make it month after month to succeed with us. Folks, at rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not rented through us. You don't finance it through us. And we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. We want you to build your economic future with it here at DuePoint. As part of our training program, we also run monthly wealth quests. Wealth quests are little bite-sized chunks of training that we allow everybody to do, and everyone should be able to achieve them. There are a different set of criteria every month, all working towards helping you achieve success here. And every one of those who complete the criteria every month are rewarded with different tools. Again, to build a toolkit that you can use to succeed here. Some months it's an iPad, iPhone, smart TVs, data, Wi-Fi routers, cash, all sorts of things that you're going to need in this business. This month we're running the Come Fly With Me Wealth Quest. Those who finish the criteria, achieve the criteria, all get large screen, flat smart TVs. That's your Christmas present from DuePoint this year. Your own large screen smart TV. Not for watching movies on. I saw all of your eyes brighten up. No, it's for connecting people to DuePoint with. You plug it into the internet. You put the USB stick in, and there we are on your new flat screen TV, connecting people to DuePoint and building your income and your channels. What do you got to do this month to get the TV? Well, it's pretty late now. There's only 8 days left, so it's going to be a bit tricky for you. But for those that are already wealth engineers and are working towards it, what you had to do was put in one new first pointer and get him qualified, and everybody paid by the end of the month. And you had to get another first pointer to at least to rank up. Remember to read the terms and conditions on our website and our mobile app that you have to make sure you understand what you need to do for the rank ups as well. If you can do those 2 tasks this month, wham presto, everybody who does gets the smart TV. And then, folks, people ask me the question, where do we get all the money to fund this exercise? I get a lot of guys who always come in and say, Brandon, I've done the math doesn't work. It's disappointing, given the number of chartered accountants and actuaries in this building, that we would have messed up the maths. No, folks, it does work. What it works and how it works. Very simply, in the traditional financial services, insurance and banking industries in South Africa, we spend hundreds of millions a month, billions a year, on direct marketing to you. TV adverts, billboards, radio station adverts, SMS campaigns, bathroom campaigns. Everywhere we can stick an advert, we stick an advert, and it's extremely expensive. That's where I spend most of my time. And what do we do to cover the cost of that? Well, we build it into the price of the products you're paying for. Every month that you pay your banking fees, your funeral cover, your car insurance, every month that you do that, part of your payment, 30 to 50% of that payment, is for next month's marketing. That's what you're paying for. It's built into the price. Now here at DuePoint, we've done exactly the same thing. We've built it into the price of the product. The only difference is we do zero advertising. Absolutely zero advertising. Everything that we do is based through you and your channels. You penetrate the market for us. And as a result, all that money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, cheetah billboards is now available. It's unlocked and available to you and your channels. That's the basic maths in it. Now, having created your channel of distribution for us, we come along, as I explained, and facilitate the purchase of 3 products in your channel. The first is, now you've got to remember, what's our primary objective at DuePoint? I'm helping you today. I'm helping you before I ask you this question. What is our primary objective at DuePoint? Creating income in the hands of individuals. I'm just reminding you of that before we get into this, because whenever this comes up, everyone sits up. Everyone sits up like, now I'm going to talk about DuePoint. No, I've been talking about DuePoint. Folks, this is the mechanism we use to create the income. First product we facilitate the purchase of in DuePoint is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 299 Rand a month, and for that 299 Rand, you get 2 independent products. The first one is a tax-free investment account. No notice periods, no restriction periods, no penalty fees on this investment. We take 100 Rand of it, of the 299, we put it in the investment account for you, and you have access to that money at any time. No restrictions. You can pull that money out at any time. So the actual cost of this product is actually only 199 Rand. And for that, you get the second product as well, which is our personal accident cover, 110,000 Rands with a personal accident cover. This means that if you die from an accident, your family get the invested amount of money you have in and 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Now remember, folks, this is not a savings account. It's not a bank. We're not a bank. This is an investment account. The monies that you put in there, and you can put more than 100 Rand in. 100 Rand is just the minimum, but whatever you invest is now invested into the South African Stock Exchange. You are now shareholders in the South African economy. This is a far more powerful position, we believe, to put South Africans in than to put their money into a bank account where they get 3% and inflation 17%. That's what we wanted to do here. So understand that there's no interest on this. You're now a shareholder. Your money moves with the market. The second product that we facilitate the purchase of is our Wealth Guard product. It's 274 Rand a month, and for 274 Rand, you now get 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no deferred benefit periods, no medical examinations or declarations, no maximum age limits to this. You can have this product to your last breath. Now, guys, none of our products cover death via illness or natural causes. That's not what this is not funeral cover or life cover. No. Because the moment we introduce that to our products, we start fighting our primary objective. Our primary objective is to put income in your hands. If I have to underwrite everyone you bring here, bring them in, do a medical declaration, blood samples, all sorts, half the people you bring are going to be excluded because they're going to have pre-existing conditions, diabetes, cancer, AIDS, etc. But at DuePoint, we want everybody in. And so we do not cover that. We cover personal accident only, which means everyone you bring to DuePoint can be part of your channel, can grow your business and your income, and can be part of the economic solution we're creating here. The third product we have is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 274 Rand a month to be a member. As a member, you get direct and immediate access to all of our suppliers, which we've gone to as a corporate and negotiated the best prices, rates, vouchers, account managers. All of them offer different services and different things. So people say, well, how much discount do I get? Well, it depends on the supplier. Some offer us discounts. Some offer us preferential pricing. Some offer us corporate account managers that get special packages prepared for you. We got the whole lot, and you get access to the entire list, and we've only mentioned some here. The entire list you get access to for 274 Rand a month. You can use the whole lot all month long. It's one of the most powerful products we believe that we have here. And it's a non-insurance, non-financial services product. That is DuePoint, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's decision time. Patrick, please lock the doors. We have to make a decision today before you leave. Whoever brought you here has forced you into that position. And the decision is not necessarily about becoming a wealth engineer. It's about whether you are willing to convert recreational time that's costing you, that's not making you any money now, into money-making time. That's what we do here. That's not a marketing ploy. That is literally what we do. We take your time and we convert it into money. The price is time. That's what you're going to do. Are you willing to spend time to change your future economically? If you're already on track to CEO, great. I can't really help you. But you're 1 in 1,000 if that is the case. I was looking at the latest statistics released from SARS. There are something like 6,500 people in South Africa that earn more than R1 million a year. 6,500 out of 51 million. It's like a fraction of a percent. So just think, when you hit that R1 million, you're now in the top 10,000 people in the country. Guys, if you're on track for that little percentage, great. The rest of us, we got to start making different decisions. And that's the decision I want you to make tonight. Today, we want to put this tool in your hands. And if you want this tool and you want to start making that change, it's very simple. Take your smartphone, your tablet, our iPads outside, hook up into our free Wi-Fi, go to DuePoint.net. That's our website. That's actually where we exist. And click the apply buttons right on the homepage. Fill out the form. No money will part from your hands. You will immediately be a wealth engineer, and you can start building your channel straight away. If you're serious about this business, get the tools. The tools are designed to accelerate your success. There's our USB stick with our presentation on it. Go and get it at the information counter. $170, you've got us in your pocket. Anytime, anywhere, you can be connecting people to us. Business cards, guys, we're taking business cards orders only until the end of November. And then the next time you're going to be able to order cards is in February next year because the printers are closing over December. We get you a fantastic set of 500 cards that you can order and have custom made for you here. Guys, get your orders in now. Wherever you are, go to app, go to the downloads under tools, and fill out the business card form and send it in now. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting until February before you get your card. So please, guys, get them in. Get our backup battery packs for your phones that keep dying. You know, you don't want it dying in the middle of the application form. And, of course, get all the other tools. You'll find them all in our cabinet and the pricing on the counter. Order them at info@DuePoint.net if you can't get to the office. These are only for the serious people. And then, folks, we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's your #1 connection with DuePoint. It's how you get people to connect to DuePoint 24 hours a day. Make sure you subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe, but you will know the moment we go live every day. You'll know the moment we upload videos for you. Then download our app. It's free. Use our free Wi-Fi. Put it on your phones. Put it on your tablets. It connects you directly into your channel, real time, every day, minute by minute. You can see what's going on. It's got your training there. Guys, I beg you, go and watch the training. Understand how to qualify. Understand the products. Understand how to activate duplication. I've had many people come to me and say, Brendan, what do I do now? Well, you go and watch the very first video, which says what to do in your first 30 days at DuePoint. There's a training video right there on what to do the moment you become a wealth engineer. Go and watch the training. Your personal documentation, please go and read it, is there, and your personal details, all on your app. Once you've loaded it, click your name in the top left-hand corner. Once you've clicked your name, you'll see your profile will come up. Click on the little picture button and take a picture of yourself. Neck and head. Not one of those contour ones, you know. Not the contour picture, not the ones with the kids and the family and the dogs and all that. Head and neck, that's all you want. Once your profile's picture's in, you're going to get 1,000 XP automatically. Automatically. You need 1,000 XP to go rank 1. Take the picture, you've got enough XP, you just got to grow now. You're already making progress. Make sure you do that before you leave today. Make sure you do it wherever you are. Folks, I know you know what to do. Now I want to tell you what not to do. 5 things to remember. Read our code of conduct, but here are the 5 things I want you to remember. First of all, do not become a wealth engineer, folks, if you cannot afford to. There are costs involved in this business. Everything is online here at DuePoint. Everything is online. There are no paper application forms. There's no paper brochures. There's no gazebos. You know, everything's online. You're going to be paying data. You're going to move around to connect people. There's transport costs. There's costs involved. Don't make your situation worse than it already is if you can't afford to. Folks, you need access to the internet. You need a smartphone. You need a computer somewhere where you can connect people to. And the people you put in your channels must be people who have internet access. Otherwise, I can't build this business. I just can't do it. Folks, do not become a wealth engineer if you struggle to move. You're connecting people. You've got to be able to move in this business. If you can't move, this is not the right thing for you. Then, folks, if you can become a wealth engineer, if you meet those criteria, the number one thing I don't want you doing is filling out the application form on behalf of somebody else. It's a criminal offense. You can end up going to jail for it. That application form is your contract with us. Whoever the individual is, it's their contract with us. In there, you're going to tick off terms and conditions you agree to. You're going to give me authority to debit your bank account. You cannot fill that out on behalf of somebody else. As Rob always says, there's a police station in every town in South Africa. You will get in trouble. No filling out the application form on behalf of someone else. Don't add any direct family members to your channel. We don't allow stacking. The basic rule is if the person lives in your house, they can't be in your channel. If they're outside your house, that's fine. You can put them in. If your son lives in KZN and that, husbands and wives work under one W number. One of you fills out the form and you work as a team. You could put Peter and Mary Smith in the application form. That's fine. One W number. Talk to your lead wealth engineer if you need more details. And then, folks, to give you the freedom of the DuePoint system. No selling, no presenting, no advertising. Don't go out now and advertise DuePoint. No setting up a DuePoint Facebook page. DuePoint in Mpumalanga. DuePoint Limpopo. DuePoint Information. DuePoint Wealth Engineers. You are not DuePoint. Do not start web pages about us. Do not start Facebook pages. Use your own social media, your personal page to engage with people. That's absolutely fine. But don't advertise as DuePoint or our products anywhere. You are free from that. That's what we do. That's what we do. And then, folks, don't send people here and expect us to look after them. Take responsibility for every one of the people you want to put in your channels. We don't look after your people if you send them here alone. Take responsibility. All right, guys. Last 10 days now before December, plus minus, we do this thing called Teamworks meetings. Personal training sessions with you and your channels. Rob and I, you can book us. We want you to book us before the end of this year and you run out of a chance because we want to get your teams fired up, properly trained, and lined up to be performing over December, which is an excellent month to be building channels in. Everyone's at home, they're on holiday, you've got time to connect with people. And secondly, we want them on fire for January when we start 2018. Make sure you book with Jane or our client service team a Teamworks meeting anywhere in the country. Remember, we live stream, so we can train you anywhere in the country. Make sure you've booked with your team. Let's get them on fire for December and 2018. Guys, you've picked a good week to come. Once a month, we do a live training session. The rest is all online on your app. But once a month, we do a live training session out of this room. This particular Saturday is going to be fantastic. We're going to be looking at 2018, lots of revelations, things we're doing in 2018. It's going to be very exciting, as well as tweaking you up on some of the knowledge of this business. We want you here. It's from 9 until 10 on Saturday morning. It's hardly the entire day. It's 1 hour, 9 till 10. Make sure you're here. Bring your teams. Wealth engineers, get your guys here if you're serious. And make sure you book on your app or on our website, because there's a limited number of seats and you know it's going to be booked out. So make sure you book and make sure you attend. 9 o'clock this Saturday morning is when we're going to go live. In fact, folks, part of what we're going to be discussing on Saturday, you would have seen Wealth Engineers. We're running a reinstatement project at the moment. You would have seen in your live streams a whole lot of reinstatements. Very exciting what we're doing. I'm going to work into the details of that reinstatement project on Saturday morning. So if you want to know what's happening, make sure you're here on Saturday. Guys, Eagle Ford, one of our suppliers in our WealthPoint program, a buyers club product that you saw, that I showed you just now, they're extending their Black Friday until Saturday just for WealthPoint members. So that product, WealthPoint, those members, they're extending it. You can get the same discounts and services you would have got on Saturday with us, and they're going to be here on Saturday. They're bringing a whole range of cars. They're going to do test driving. You'll be able to look at them. You'll be able to do all of them here and get special WealthPoint prices, WealthPoint Buyers Clubs prices here this Saturday. So you want to be here. If you think DuePoint is like one of those other things, I think we're kind of proving we're not. I want you guys to be here. Make sure you book, otherwise you're not going to get a seat. 8 days left of November, ladies and gentlemen. Wealth engineers, if you're serious about your business, there's 8 days of spring left before we start summer. You know that it's going to be a totally different kettle of fish in December. I hope you guys are working flat out now, flat out for these last 8 days. We're going to pay. We pay in the middle of the month every month for the last month's work, which means on about the 17th of December, we're going to be paying out the returns and rewards on work done in November. Wouldn't it be nice to have money coming in on the 17th of December, a week before Christmas, into your bank account? Well, guys, you've got 8 days. If you're new, you've got 8 days. You better get cracking. Wealth engineers, wherever you are today, I hope you make these last 8 days your biggest ever, because you want a big, big check for December this year. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very serious about what we're doing here. Very serious. Have a look around. We are going to be part of the economic solution in South Africa. We want you to be part of it. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask them. Ask your lead wealth engineers, ask my staff. Don't walk away today without this tool in your hands. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside. Thanks to all of you who've tuned in live.